Yo, good evening, guys. What's going on? A super late show tonight, but it's better than no show at all. So usual questions for my brothers and sisters. Actually, it's not even that late because I'm getting a lot of Americans watching the show. My YouTube studio tell me. So, what time is it in America? It's 5 p.m. Do you know what I mean? Let's go. I'm looking forward to a day where I don't get any. I don't train, like 0%. I don't train because you gotta train, bro. Maybe not today. Today's your rest day, but you gotta train, bro. But anyway, great progress, sis, from my side. I'm really happy. I am super positive and I feel good. After a year off, a year and a half off, I have to say. And being 40, not being a spring chicken anymore. But I feel young. I feel like a kid. Like a kid. Honestly, I feel as good. But you wonder, no? You second guess yourself, right? You question yourself. Do I still have it? Can I still go? Will my neck hold up? And all those things, right? And I have to tell you, my neck have not been this good in a long time. And mainly, I have to tell you, my feeling is because I have been drinking way more water, and it does a lot to your body. It helps you recover, keeps the joint hydrated. I don't have to talk about hydration, right? We all know. No, man, I just said I hope I don't get any. I don't train, and boom, first one, 100%. That's rough, brother. Arshdeep, hello, my brother. Please, guys, like and subscribe. I'm a trainer. I coach people. You can ask any question about fitness, and I'll answer it. If you like my answer to a certain level, you can donate to the channel. Otherwise, you just get the answer, and that's it. Did you train today, brother? Four negative answers today. What's going on? What's today? Friday. Why don't you train on a Friday? What's the matter? What's going on? Where's the savages? Where are the savages? But anyway, hopefully you train tomorrow or you train yesterday. But hey, guys, what I was saying is this: today I woke up. It was my third rest today, and I woke up well. I have to be honest. I felt good. My triceps, which were the main hurting muscle from my last session, are sort of recovered now. So I was like, you know what? I want to attack the shoulders. I just want to attack the shoulders. Today was kind of a UK weather here in Italy. The sun came out, and then it rained, and then the sun came out again, and then it rained. But when the sun came out, it was beautiful. It was just for maybe an hour, and then it went back to rain, and I'm not even joking. Like, it was crazy today. You didn't know what to do. But I was lucky, like, I caught that 1 hour of sun, and it was beautiful. The light was awesome outside. And you know what? I said, you know what? Sometimes you gotta just catch the intuition, right? I was like, you know what? I'm breathing this beautiful air. I'm feeling good. I can do this. I don't feel particularly, I don't feel fatigued. I said, you know what, let's attack this weight. So I grab initially 9 kg dumbbells. I can't do round numbers because I got the ones that you built anyway. 9 kg, right? And I did lateral raises with the 9 kg. And thinking that it was going to be really hard for me. Yeah? But I did like 15 reps with it. And I do single arm. I wouldn't be able to do it with both arms. What I realized, what it's, because it's less stress on the nervous system, yeah, dealing just with one arm. You can focus more on the action of one arm, right? Obviously, I start with my left side. That is my weakest side, and then I match the numbers of reps. That's why I never know how many reps I'm gonna do, right? Because my approach right now is Dorian Yates style. 3 sets, warm up, moderate, all out. No messing around. You know, straight to the point, not playing. I'm not playing. Do you know what I mean? 3 movements I did today. Then I hit the back as well, if I'm honest with you, because I felt good. I warmed up. I felt strong. I'm not holding myself back. I had yesterday rest. I had 2 days rest. It's not like I'm overtraining or anything, you know. So, and I start off with the lateral raises. I did the 9 kg and I did about 15 reps. Then I went to 11 kg and my strength is increasing because I wouldn't have been able to do this like a month ago. I'm going forward. That is a fact. I am lifting heavier and with better control. So I'm really happy with that. So 9 kg, then 11 kg. I did about 10 reps. And it started to be kind of, you know, fatiguing. And then I put 13 kg, which is crazy for me, for a guy, for me. Because there are guys of my size that can lift the world. So, but for my case, 13 kg is really like hard weight, heavy weight. I usually don't go that heavy. I would usually do, I start from 7, then I got 9, and then I got 11, right? But because it was some kind of a blitz session, it wasn't scheduled. I just felt good, and I believe in that. I believe in when you do something that you really feel that you have to do it, you get good results out of it for sure. So I attacked the shoulders, and I said, you know what? I am blitzing my body. I'm just gonna shock it completely. So I said, let's go high reps, heavy. And if I have to cheat, a couple of reps at the end of it, right? With the form, because there are also ways of cheating a movement, right? I will do so today because I want to shock it. You know what I mean? I want to take it to deep water today. So I did. With the 13 kg, I think I managed maybe 5 reps, 2 of which with a little bit of cheat, and it was extremely beneficial. I felt I don't know yet if it was beneficial. I'll tell you in the next days. But I really did feel a good connection with the muscle, although I was lifting heavier, right? To get a good muscle connection, good isolation, ideally a moderate weight, high reps is a better approach, which is, by a lot of people, the best way for hypertrophy, right? Because with a moderate weight that you can move with a certain confidence, you can apply perfect technique, right? Whereas when you have an heavy weight, it's going to be difficult just to handle it. So of course the technique will be compromised a little bit, but there is a place for that too. If you want to develop strength, if you want to blitz the body, if you want to just shock the body, sometimes I think it works. Um, so I did that, and I got a very good pump from the shoulders. I got a very good pump from the shoulders. Then I did bend over flies for the uh, posterior deltoids. I love them. I do love them. I really get a good connection with the with the posterior delts, and I kept the 13 kg on that, and then I did 11, 13, 15, right? If I'm not wrong, I believe I'm right. And what I look for in this motion here, right, is, and also in the lateral raise, what I've realized is that I get a good connection when I pull up the weight, when I raise my arm, so to speak, but I get major contraction, a major feeling of the muscle. Like I actually feel the muscle pulling, right, when I am opposing my strength against gravity. So I don't lower the weight fast. I actually try to slow down that negative phase. I try to have control of the weights on the way down. It's very fatiguing, but you get a very good connection of the muscle there. If you slow down that negative, it's awesome. It's absolutely great. You get a very good connection. And it's the same for all exercises, if I'm honest. For the bend over flies, tremendous. What I want is, when I do it, is I want to get maximum contraction on the top. So when I got my arms nice and spread, I want to actually hold that position to allow full contraction, to blood to get to the right places and in its time, right? So I like that isometric moment. I allow full contraction while I breathe out, and then I breathe in on the way down again, opposing my resistance, my strength against gravity as well. While I breathe in, you do that, guys, and if you've never done it before, if you don't know what I'm talking about, try it out. You'll be like, Vin, I never felt my muscles like this. I never got a squeeze like this. I never got a pump like this. I promise you. I'm promising you that. Synchronize the breathing to the motion is crucial. It's everything. I always say, to me, training is an excuse to breathe, right? You know, It's what it is. That's my opinion. But if you get good at breathing in on the negative phase of any exercise, and breathe out on the positive, you will gain so much connection with the muscles, you will not believe it. It's quite immediate, you know. Oh, thank you for the second like of the day. I got 11 votes. And let's go, guys. Come on, man. It's late, but it's not that late. So join the chat, ask a question, challenge me, test my knowledge. Ask me about bodybuilders, how they train. Ask me about people. Let's see. Or maybe you have a part of the body that you struggle to develop. Let's figure it out. Because there's always a way to get something out of a muscle. This is always the way. Always. In my opinion. You know? But I like those bend over flies. It was a good workout with the 15 kg. I really did feel the muscle. It was awesome. It gave me a good pump. It was really good. Then as a third exercise, I did for the shoulders, I did 4 exercises actually. I lied to you today. I did obviously alternate frontal raise for the frontal cap of the deltoid, you know, and that was good too. Again, major contraction. I get it from just slowing that weight down on the way down. It's the major part of the exercise, in my opinion. You get a good pull up, right? Pull the weight up, and then resist gravity. To me, the negative phase there is 90% of all of these shoulders exercises, in my opinion. And then as a fourth exercise, I did a Larry Scott variation of shoulder presses. I named them like this because I wouldn't know how to call them, because I only saw him do them. Probably other people do them too, other old school bodybuilders, but it made sense as a movement to me. And I'm very logical. I don't buy in any. It's not like I read a book and I buy into it. It's gotta make sense to me. If it doesn't make sense to me, I might just read the first page and say, I already know that I don't want to know. I'm very logical. And I like those presses coming in, right? Some sort of Arnold press, right? But the variation of, I go behind the head. I like that stretch. I believe in stretching the muscles. I believe the less you stretch them, the less range of motion. You gotta play with the end of the range of motions. You can't, like, you gotta maintain all range of motion, because if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So I like that nice opening. I don't have any problems with my shoulders. And I like the wrist going outward like this, right? Conventionally, you would do this, yeah? Straight arm. But in this case, I want my wrist to look outward. Boom, rotation, out, behind the head. You get a beautiful contraction of all the upper back. It's awesome. It's actually awesome for all that bit, because I understand this isolation perfectly. But I also want my muscle to be able to fire together, right? Because that's why they are meant for. You know what I'm saying? I got loads of muscles, but I got one body. It's one body. It's one thing. you know what I'm saying? So I like that motion. I like the pump that it gives me. I really do feel the posterior deltoid working, and it's awesome. I like that rotation as well as a stretch. I just like everything about it. I've never seen anybody in person do it. In the gyms, it's very like, and you see, and they are doing great because you see some great physiques and a lot of very knowledgeable people. But the wherever you go, like when I was in the UK, I lived in London 10 years, people would do a set of things, there's a tendency of everybody doing kind of the same things. You go to this gym, that gym, but the exercise executed for some reason, they are those, right? There's not really variety and the same as in Italy, there is a style and they all kind of follow that style. Where I like to watch videos from the 40s, to be honest, and see what they do. Today the first strongman, the competition, the strongman. At the beginning, it wasn't about lifting, and people, strongmen, wouldn't train lifting. They wouldn't. The lifting wasn't like, I think it was late 800s, 1800s. They weren't lifting. They were bending things. They would train trying to bend the things. And they were monsters. Guarantee you, big dudes. And they would train bending heavy metals, hard metals. Can you believe that? Because lifting weights wasn't, right? I don't know. Look, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe heavyweights was already kind of established. Actually, I got to check it out. The origin of weightlifting, like the proper origin. I guess some dude just woke up one morning and I have no idea. But it's interesting. Anyway, I like that. It's a kind of even Steven situation here. We need more votes. I understand it's late, but I said it before, I get a lot of Americans joining the streams as well. In America, it's like 5 p.m., I guess. So, guys, what I was saying, I did that. And then I felt good. I felt like I was just warmed up. And you got to take in consideration, I have Ironman, an extreme training regime kind of experience. Not kind of. I have an extreme training regime experience, right? I used to train for Ironman, for crazy things, yeah? So I would train a lot, and I will do all sorts of things. So I can take punishment. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm thick and tough, So I just followed my body. My body wanted it, and I gave it to it. So I grabbed those dumbbells. I kept the 15 kg on, and I just start wrapping that bend over rows, standing rows. Tremendous. I love the standing rows. I love them. I absolutely adore them. And I like playing with the angles of my elbows, with the height of my elbows. Because based on the height of the elbows, you get a lower bit, mid, or high bit. Try to believe it. You got to play with the height of the elbows. You see, here's the thing. I don't think the job of a personal trainer is not to get obsessed with technique to show that you're knowledgeable or muscle names. I don't remember muscle names. I can Google them, I can check them out. But I understand the mechanic of a body, right? And based on experience and studies and everything, I know how it can develop muscles or any other things. But like the idea that training has strict lines that can't be crossed is very limiting, you know. Whereas because of different size of people, limbs, proportions, and everything, it can never be too strict. And in the case of the rows, people want the elbows to be completely, the line to be completely straight against. I understand all that. But if my body allows me to lift the elbows a little bit more, why shouldn't I do it? If I am absolutely comfortable doing it, and my body absolutely allow it, why do I have all? You know what I'm trying to say? I think you gotta eat the muscles from different angles. So as long as the principles are covered, then you can be creative a little bit. With once you learn how the connection with the muscle, you can try things out. You understand that other bit of the back getting engaged. If I raise the elbows a little bit, if I lower it, if I, you know, everything's got to use. That's what I'm trying to say. Afancio, good evening, sir. Hello. And so I attacked, absolutely attacked those standing rows. And it was lovely. And it was lovely. I really did like it. It was nice. It was nice. It was really cool. And I got a very good pump out of it. I got a good pump out of it. And I got my rice and eggs ready, waiting for me. It was awesome. I love it. I love it. And the thing is this, yeah. I don't want to take it to the level where, me personally, I've done it. Don't want to do it again of meal prepping and all that. I am now in a different stage with different needs. I'm not competing in anything, right? So I don't always have my meals ready when I need them. But today I did. My rice and my eggs were ready for me, and I love it. When I finish working out and my food is ready for me, oh my god. But anyway, guys, I'm super tired. I hope I got new subscribers. God bless my brothers and sisters. See you tomorrow.